Back to the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Last year, at the end of last year, you guys were on the same page?
Did we have our whole team?
Some guys were hurt.
Did we have our whole team in the playoffs?
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Last year, at the end of last year, you guys were on the same page?
Did we have our whole team?
Some guys were hurt.
Did we have our whole team in the playoffs?
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. We down bad. You see the title, we down bad. Yeah. Hit that like button. We're back. Nets just got destroyed by Boston. The Boston Celtics destroyed us. Let me shout out the chat. I'm here at Rage and Chubbs. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, y'all. Shout out to Quan Wilson was good. Hazy Demon. My Holy King was good. Dante, hey Dante. Sheed was good. Sheed. Brendan, hey Brendan. Brooklyn Nets 11. What's good in here? What's good? Stephen John was good. Stephen John. Shout out Stephen John. Chris Doe, Kareem Jones. Yeah, everybody in the chat. Shout out you guys, bro. I know there's not a lot of people in there, but shout out you guys. Yeah. I don't know how to what do you else want to say? We got our asses kicked. There's no analysis. There's no, I don't care how much you break this game down. You can break down the X's and O's. It's just we got our butts kicked.
All the breakdowns are gonna come down to just getting our ass kicked. It's just what happened. We almost lost. We almost lost by 50.
Yeah. The one thing I will say that I think this is how we lost the game. Straight off the bat was the starting lineup. You can't start Seth. You can't start three guards. Well, Seth Curry, Kyrie, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris. You can't do that against the Celtics. The Celtics were starting. Well, of course, Robert Williams comes back today. Of course, he's back. And then you put Al Horford with that. You can't start Seth Curry and Kyrie against this lineup, against this number one team in the NBA, the best team in the NBA right now. You can't do that. So it just started off with a bad start, man. I mean, the first quarter we were 46-16. Granted, the Celtics were shooting lights out. I mean, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Some of those shots they were hitting, they were open, but some of them shots they were hitting you just gotta tip your hat because they were just on fire. You can't stop that. You can't. You just gotta tip your hat. Some of those shots was unbelievable that they were making. So the whole team was on fire. I think they shot 50% from three tonight. We got murdered on the glass. Absolutely murdered on the glass. Just this disgusting effort. Disgusting. It made me sick just watching the effort tonight. It just made me sick. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Carmack. He said send Dayron to a Chinese work camp. Y'all going in. Jimmy Two Shoes. Oh my God. Hold on, Jimmy Two Shoes. Of course you come into this one to troll us. Actually, it's not even a troll comment. He said just blow up the team. Y'all don't know basketball. Yeah. There we go. Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy, for your daily troll money. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah. Jacques Vaughn, you can't start Seth Curry, Kyrie, and Joe Harris against it's one of the biggest lineups in the NBA. I mean, they start two centers, and you got 2 6'8", 6'9" wings. And then Derek Smith, who's 6'3", 6'4". He might be the smallest guy. So two 6'11" guys, 2 6'8" wings, and Derek White. So it's how do you start that lineup? you know. But then what got me tight is he put Dayron and Nick Claxton together. He was like, okay, maybe I should go big, but he waited till we were down 30 to put Dayron and Nick at the same time. It's like, oh, now you want to try that, you know? Now you want to try that. It's just hilarious. It was hilarious tonight. You can't even make this stuff up, bro. Shout out to Smooth. He says Sean Marks has us waiting until the last minute of these trades. That ish better be super fire. Yeah, Rage. I mean, like I said, I got nothing else, bro. You can cook up, Rage.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You go up against Al Horford, Robert Williams, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and your lineup consists of Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, and Claxton. Think about it. Claxton is really the only guy who can really guard a big man. But we saw tonight, I mean, Robert Williams was clearly the better player tonight.
Oh yeah, Claxton got bullied tonight. I was just sick.
And I wasn't necessarily happy with Claxton either. Like I didn't see him box out a whole ton. He didn't look great, in my opinion. Robert Williams was eating on the glass. But back to my original point. So you have Seth Curry, you have Kyrie Irving, you have Joe Harris. So who is supposed to guard who? You want Royce O'Neal to guard Tatum? He can't guard the perimeter. He got exposed early. It's not like anyone closes out. But you have Kyrie Irving on Al Horford. This dude isn't. I don't know what you expect. Joe Harris isn't going to be able to guard anybody. We knew that. Seth Curry is a cone. He can't play defense. We knew that. He's terrible at defense. He's terrible. So you get exposed early. They were hitting shots, but it's like it's not hard to. It's not like they have anybody in front of them. They might be right there, but Seth Curry is up to Jason Tatum's chin. He can't see him. He's shooting over him. So you go down by 30 or whatever, right? You finally bring in Cam Thomas. He scores 10 straight points for you, and you take him out for Joe Harris. And then we don't even see Cam until the fourth quarter. After that, you can't make this stuff up. And onto this roster construction, this is terrible. If the Magic can beat this team 3 times just based off size and length, what are we doing? That's all we need. But no, we have Seth Curry, we have Joe Harris, we have Royce O'Neal. Our only wing tonight was Utah, but even Utah isn't going to be able to go up against Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown for that matter. He's not. This team severely lacks in a lot of things. And if we go up against in a series against this team, I don't even care if we have KD. This isn't going to be a good series, bro. It's going to be in 5 games. We severely lack in length, which bothers the Celtics, which is, like I said, a reason why the Magic consistently beat them. The Magic aren't. It's not like the Magic have some great record either.
Yeah.
They're a bottom feeder team with young talent, and that's it.
Let me read these super chats real quick, bro.
We have this team, and we can't do so.
Let me read the super chats real quick, and then I'm gonna let you go. Brooklyn Nets 11. Shout out to. Oh, I'm sorry. Chase said, "What's the solution for this Nets team to contend?" We got to make moves. We got to make moves on the deadline. That's the solution. Shout out to Brooklyn Nets 11. Sean needs to do something, man. He saw this game. Yeah. Solution is obviously get KD back, but we got to make moves with that. You know, like Ray literally explained everything. There's so many holes in this team. There's holes in this team. You know, there's a lot of issues, man. It's more than just KD coming back. That's all I'll say, you know.
I don't. You have Kyrie on Al Horford. That's what more do I need to say? And the thing is, everyone's saying you can't compare us to the Magic because they built up on draft guys, right? Although that is true, the thing you can compare is how our team is built in terms of our length. You can sign guys that are as tall as the guy on the guys in the Magic. You can do that. You can compare size and you can compare size and length. You can do it. Pause. But like still 6'10", you can get wings. You can do that. It's not that big of an ask. When you have 6 guys who are really incompetent and they can't really play, Cam Thomas isn't. We know all these guys aren't going to be able to play. We're not going to be able to play Patty Mills in the playoffs. Seth Curry is going to be a liability on defense. Markieff Morris isn't going to play. Sumner isn't going to see time. Dayron isn't going to see time. And when we were going up against our bench, against their bench, we were getting destroyed. Our bench isn't anything. Besides, when we have TJ Warren, but he's still out. We got to worry about that. We don't have anything, bro. This team is built terribly. All you have to do is get a little bit of size to compete with this team.
Yeah.
All you have to do. This isn't rocket science. You don't need to make 5 moves. You need to make 2 or 3. Get rid of some of these guys who aren't going to be playing for you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do it. I don't understand. And what I want to mention, Royce O'Neal. He makes these clutch threes, right? And he's hot in the first quarter sometimes. But other than that, what does he do? His perimeter defense is horrible. It's horrible. And I don't care what he's doing at the 3-point line. Some games, if you're a competent 3-point shooter, teams won't leave you open. And they were doing that all night. Royce O'Neal isn't somebody I want to play 30 minutes in the playoffs. He isn't. He isn't built for that. He's not. But that's all I got.
Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Clutch Hat. He said Orlando Magic can beat Boston. Why? They have length. Big Babe. Shout out to Big Babe. Sad to say it, but Jason Tatum has our custody. Yeah. I got to go back. Like I said, I got to go back and watch those Orlando games. But I'm pretty sure, they do have length at every position. But I got to see what is it the difference between them and us. I know this. Just take away the size part of it. But, I'm trying to figure out what do they do. Is it because do the Celtics just have a different mindset when they play other teams? Maybe they just have a different mindset. They're like, oh, wait. We're playing the Nets? Hold on. Let me cook up. I gotta destroy them. Is it that? Is it it's like a different mindset when they play us, They're trying to take away our hearts, stomp on our any little momentum, any little chance. They're like, oh, the Nets can't beat us. They can't. We want to have that control over them. I feel like that's part of it too. Not just because Orlando has length. I think it's just us. They want to make a statement every time they play us. They don't care who's out there. We could have sat Kyrie, Clax. They probably would have still played Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, and Jaylen Brown because they don't care. They don't care. They want to have that hold over us. Shout out to Nets Nation. He said they played scared against the Warriors. Yeah. It's a different mindset. I know it's not only just the players. I know it is the roster construction. Of course, this roster construction is not good. But they have a different mindset when they play the Nets. They know it too. They know they want to keep that edge over us.
And back onto the roster construction. Like we said, or like we both said earlier in the stream, if you're going up against Al Horford, Robert Williams, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, why the fuck is Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, Joe Harris starting? All of them. They all aren't really going to give you much defensively. At least Kyrie's been better at that point, but you can't expect him to guard Al Horford. You can't. Royce O'Neal can't guard the perimeter. Defense is all shot. Your tallest guy in the top 4 guys is 6'6". That's it. That's it. All of these guys can only do one thing. All of these guys. All of them. Everybody. This team, it's bad. Right now, it's bad. You can't expect to win when you have Seth Curry, Kyrie, and Joe Harris on the court at the same time. Because your defense is horrible. Especially against the Celtics. I mean, they're huge. Their team is huge.
Yeah.
We can't compete with that.
Let me read this super chat. Shout out to Smoothie. Said the Nets squad had that same knee soreness Ben has all the time. That's why they lost so bad tonight. Shout out to Smooth Savage 28 with super chat. Yeah, bro. This, like I said, I really have no words, man. Look at the stats. I mean, they shot lights out. They made 26 3-pointers. 26 3-pointers out of 54. 9 for 30. The Nets were 9 for 39. The Celtics shot 48% from 3, and we shot 23%. The rebounds, again, I told you we got destroyed on the 57 to 32. You're not going to win the game if you get 57 to 32.
On,
like, that's crazy.
I mean, but what are we saying? Because obviously a lineup of Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, and Joe Harris is going to get rebounds. It's unbelievable. What do you expect? Al Horford and Robert Williams and Jason Tatum? Who is getting the rebounds? And you have Clack switching onto the perimeter. What do you expect?
Yeah,
It's bad.
turnovers.
It's bad.
They actually turned the ball over more than we did. Fast break points 30-10, points in the paint 54-40, largest lead 49. Yeah, it's just it was like what else can I say? Go ahead, Chubbs, if you want.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Like this type of loss, this ain't even that was an old fashioned ass whooping. Like start to finish. That's not even you can't blame a coach for that. You can't blame you got your ass beat. That type of loss, it's like, yo, did y'all even want to play tonight? Like what was even scouted? Did y'all even scout? Like did y'all even come together as a team? It seems like y'all just showed up and like, fuck it, we ball. No, y'all got that fucking ass beat. That's crazy. 44-13 in the first quarter.
Yeah, embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I don't care if we have all players 4'10" at all positions. That's not just because of your size. That's not just because of your size.
Yeah.
That means you just got your ass beat from every aspect. Like literally every aspect.
Yeah.
Like that's like 44-13. That means you didn't do any type of preparation. You were just like, fuck it. We just gonna go ahead and just put it in the basketball god's hands. And guess what? The basketball god said, fuck yourself. And we got our ass beat.
Bro. It's like what kind of effort is that, bro? And then it's like, yo, I hate the Boston so much, bro. You don't know how much I hate Boston. Like, I really hate Boston. And then to come out like this, like we weren't even prepared for this. Like everybody just didn't look ready to play. Like Jacques Vaughn, I think, and Jacques Vaughn, you sent the worst message by the lineup you put out there. Just sent the worst message, man. Worst message. When I got that update on my phone that we were starting that against the Celtics team, and they're only down Marcus Smart. I think it was fully healthy. They're only down Marcus Smart.
Oh man!
So you start that against two guys that are 6'11", and two of the best wings in basketball, 6'9" wings, and we're starting Kyrie, Seth, and Joe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man, come on, brother. I would rather you start Yuta if that's the case. Just might as well go big.
You need
go big after the first quarter. When we're down 30, then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go big now. I'm gonna put Yuta and Dayron in. It's like, you're gonna wait till we're down 30? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, yo. I couldn't believe my eyes,
14-44 in the first quarter. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes.
I'm sorry. Like throughout this stream, I'm just gonna say what the fuck and what the fuck was it? What was that performance?
Yeah,
like that was supposed to be basketball, like professional fucking basketball.
What makes me my heart even hurt is the Knicks beat this team. The New York Knicks, the team we just beat this team, beat Boston. That was just like I don't understand that.
And I want to mention how this just listen to the heights of our starting lineup versus theirs. 6'2", 6'6", 6'6". I said 6'2", 6'1", 6'6", 6'6", 6'11". But you know what your problem is? Your 6'6" guys can't play defense. They can't. They can't play defense.
Yeah. Let me read some of the super chat. Shout out to Solo. He said Celtics hit 26 threes against both New York teams now. Yeah, but the other New York team beat them. Jacqueline exposed herself. He's not him no more. Yeah. Yeah, Jacques Vaughn was down bad. Oh, well, let's talk about Kyrie tonight. How do you guys feel about Kyrie's performance? I mean, I know he struggles against the Celtics a lot. He had 20 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 9 for 18, 1 for 7 from 3. How do you guys feel about Kyrie?
No, it wasn't good enough.
This
Like,
is
Yeah.
this is the performance Kyrie always puts up against the Celtics. He can't do it. He can't. Not against the Celtics.
Mhm.
Besides game one last year, but we're also asking him to like do everything and like, yo, he doesn't have anybody besides him, bro. Beside him, bro. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't. And
Yeah. He can only
their
do so
defense is
much.
insane. What is he
Yeah.
supposed to do?
He only could do so much. I mean, he was getting doubled a few times early on, but I think he settled for the three a lot, and once his three wasn't falling, yeah, the team, everybody's first quarter Royce. The first quarter Royce show up today? He didn't show up today. Right?
No.
First quarter Royce did show up today. So,
nobody showed up in the first quarter. Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody showed up. Like, we can't just cut it down to nobody showed up.
Nobody. Not a single, like you said, not a single person.
No. 14 points.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And did we end the quarter with 16?
Yeah, I think so.
So how long did we go without scoring?
Yeah.
Like, did they all just smoke up before the game? Like, what the fuck?
Oh man, shout out to Big Bay. He said KD and Ben never played together versus Celtics. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't help us now, but I guess that could be a positive outlook. Was that a positive outlook for you guys? KD and Ben Simmons.
Not
KD, Ben, and so KD, Ben, and Kyrie haven't all played together versus Celtics yet.
But you know what? But you know what is crazy?
Yeah.
Even with them both playing together, Ben Simmons will still give the ball to Royce O'Neal to ISO. He will still do that. He will still not drive to the rim. He will still do that.
Yo, that's
He will
crazy.
still score 0 points in the first half and maybe the whole game. He will still do that. He will still be afraid to go to the free throw line. He will still sit. He will still spot up at the mid range, not being a threat. Why are you giving the ball to Royce O'Neal? Why would you do that? Even with him, I still have the tiniest bit of faith, because I'm a Nets fan and I want us to do good, and I just have a tiny bit of hope. But this whole season, it's been shot. It's bleeding out, almost done.
Yeah, and in the grand scheme of things, like in a big picture, like this is one game, so it's like it's still deflating, even though it's one game and we're still top of the East. Like it's not like whoa, the world is over yet, but it's just you think forward to the playoffs, and even if the shout out to the super chat, he said KD and Ben haven't played. KD, Ben, and Kai haven't played against the Celtics. So will KD and Ben change things in your opinion? Will that flip things dramatically? And like if KD and Ben tonight, if they played with Kyrie, do you think it would have changed anything?
Of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Like, but at the same time, we gotta stop saying, "Oh, if such and such players would come back, it would change everything." Of course, it would.
Yeah.
But let's not change the fact when you look across the league, when certain players are out, teams don't miss a fucking beat.
Yeah.
It's almost like we miss one person, we're all over the fucking place. That's the problem. Of course, if Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons was here, it'll be a different result. Of course, if Kyrie Irving was missing, there'll be a different layer to this game with his impact.
And then playoffs, do you guys think so? Will y'all be comfortable? Let's say the playoffs start and it's this same team with KD, Kyrie, and Ben.
No.
Celtics in the Eastern Conference. Well, we wouldn't see the Celtics till like if we move up in the standing, we probably wouldn't see them until like the ECF or late.
Yeah, it still doesn't make up for the fact that you have Seth Curry, Patty Mills, all of these guys. You still have Markieff Morris. Like, it doesn't make up for the fact that you still don't really have any like wings like that. Yeah. You still don't know what's going to happen with TJ Warren. Like, all these guys that were on the bench tonight. Let me know if you're comfortable with them playing in the playoffs. Cam Thomas, Edmund Sumner, Patty Mills, Day'Ron Sharpe, Utah, and Markieff Morris. Only one of those guys I'd play in the playoffs. One of those guys I'd play in the playoffs.
Like I'm saying, and you look at every other roster, literally all around the league, anybody goes out, they don't miss a beat. They still look formidable at the end of the day. Meanwhile, we're literally like we just look all over the fucking place. It just doesn't make sense. How the fuck do you go down 14-44?
Yeah.
How? That doesn't how? And that's not just a coaching, that's not a play. That's a total fucking failure. How do you go down that fucking quickly and then only score 2 points the rest of the fucking quarter? Like that's nuts. That's the reason Kevin Durant requested the fucking trade.
Yeah.
Like, let's really talk. That's the reason. So the trade deadline is in what, 6 days, 7 days?
Yeah. Well, at midnight it'll be officially what, 7 days?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Conch. He said the Nets usually get other guys hot and then go to Kyrie. They never got hot, so I think Kai actually did better, but only played 3 quarters. 3-pointer was off though. Yeah. I mean, like I said, if Kyrie is the main thing, if he's not hitting, this whole team is, because we have a lot of guys that have to be fed, with pacifiers. They can't get buckets from, besides Cam Thomas and sometimes Seth. But most of these guys have to be fed,
But that's the thing,
yeah.
AJ. Half this roster needs to be fed. Matter of fact, number one, they need to be on fire. Like, they need to be on. They can't have an off game because then they really just be fucking useless.
Yeah.
But they have to be in specific spots to thrive normally, not exponentially, just normally. Like, what? You mean to tell me you can't do anything else besides one thing?
Yeah.
Like like you said with the being fed thing, Royce O'Neal needs to be fed. Joe Harris needs to be fed.
Yeah.
Utah needs to be fed. Patty Mills needs to be fed.
Yeah. How about it? Oh, and TJ Warren. So TJ Warren, Cam, and Kyrie. Those are the only guys. And then obviously when KD comes back, but those are the only guys that can create their own shots. Everybody else needs to be baby fed. Either they need to be found open, or somebody gets doubled. Kyrie gets doubled, and they're open.
They have to be wide open. It's simple. They have to be wide open.
They can't
And
create for themselves.
I mentioned the whole bench, right? And I said there's only one guy I feel comfortable playing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then I'll go on the starting lineup tonight. Seth Curry. Yeah, he'll give you offense, but his defense will kill you. He will kill you, and his offense isn't consistent either. He's proven to be a good scorer in the playoffs and a good scorer in general, and I understand that. But he will have his bad games. It will happen. And his bad games are bad. 3 for 9 and 1 for 5 from the 3 tonight. Was not good. Royce O'Neal, no one feels comfortable playing Royce O'Neal in the playoffs. If you're a competent 3-point shooter, you aren't being left open ever. You're never going to be left open. You're never going to be left open. Your perimeter, no one trusts him on the perimeter to guard players. He's not going to be able to guard Jason Tatum. He got destroyed. Was getting driven by every time. He didn't even look good against Malcolm Brogdon either. He didn't, or Jaylen Brown. Joe Harris, we all know what happens. He has to be fed. And also, does anyone trust him to make clutch threes in the playoffs? Has he ever made clutch threes in the playoffs? Has he ever done that?
Nope.
Nick Claxton and Kyrie Irving are the only guys I really, 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 really trust in the playoffs. But even if so, who knows what happens if Claxton gets hacked again? He went 3 for 4 from the free throw line, and I'm happy about that. But who knows? Yeah. Who knows what can happen with that? And obviously, I don't think anyone really trusts Ben Simmons in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, the Ben thing. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. And let's not even talk. He's not even playing. Let's stop that.
Yeah.
But my thing with, like, it's kind of like ever since we traded, it's always been a Seth versus Joe. Oh, one only performs in certain situations while the other he's a better defender because he's 6'10". I don't know where the fuck y'all got that from.
Like, they're literally the same defense.
Joe's a little small. They're the same player, except Joe Harris doesn't really have that. Is that he
doesn't have a bag? Seth has a bag a little bit, and Joe.
Yeah, and
Joe doesn't have a bag. He's a little taller.
Virtually the same player, except Joe Harris is 6'6". Both get fucking cooked on defense.
Yeah.
So either one of them go. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, we can go with either. Both of them cannot stay on the roster because you're literally asking for defenses to hunt them, like, literally.
And Seth Curry is also Joe Harris is also getting paid double Seth's salary. Yeah. He's also getting paid double Seth's salary. But guess what? Seth can get his own bucket. What does Joe Harris do? He has to get fed.
Yeah.
Like a baby. He has to get fed.
But Rage. His performance versus Boston in the playoffs, though. That round 1 playoffs, man. You keep seeing it.
2 years
Round
ago.
one.
Yes, sir. I forgot about that one. That one 2 years ago. That's true.
I'm saying like y'all fucking attached. I don't get the love for Joe Harris. I love Joe, but I don't get it to the point where it's very fucking clear we can do way better than him. Like I don't like he can go, and I wouldn't really be that fucking hurt.
Not losing sleep. Nobody
I'm
is
not.
losing sleep.
Like
Well, I'll
thank
say
you
this: the
for
people are
reminding me,
afraid of
but
we're going to lose shooting, basically, if we lose Joe Harris.
Then trade for more shooting. At least like 3-and-D. Or at least a wing. At least a little bit of a wing. You don't. The thing is what you understand with Joe Harris. You understand he'll give you his open 3-pointers, but the thing is, if you're going up against a good defense, he isn't going to get open looks.
I literally can name like there's so many more shooters better than fucking Joe. Come on now. Arguably better than Joe or Seth. Like, it's not even that fucking hard.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich on the Pistons would be fucking lovely on this team.
Let me read some super chat. Shout out to I Won't Let the Haters Doubters. He said we got effed. Shout out to Solo Man. He said, imagine OG on his team or if we kept Bruce Brown. Shout out to Made in Brooklyn. He said we have $54 million in contracts tied up in Ben and Joe. Not going to win with that roster construction. Yeah.
Like, yeah, trades got to be fucking made. Like, trades have to be, because it's literally insanity at this point. Ever since we've acquired KD and Kyrie, we've just surrounded rosters with too many players that do one thing really well, but nothing else. We have too many fucking times where we ultimately had a roster where there was no layers to it. It's literally we only do one thing well. If you stop that, we're fucked. So like trades have to be made here. Like and this isn't like over fucking reaction. It's literally the same shit we see every year. Role players literally only do one thing well. And now we have to wait for fucking Kevin Durant or our team to be fully fucking healthy for it all to work out perfectly. Like
shout out to Mohit Big. He said the bench is only good with all attention on KD when he's on the floor.
Crazy the pressure we put on one human being.
Yeah. As far as the OG thing, I think Toronto might blow it up, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I think Toronto might blow it up. Like y'all saw what Fred VanVleet posted?
Yeah, no, I think a lot of teams are gonna blow it up.
Posted a picture. Fred VanVleet. Well, if you guys don't know, he posted a picture with Devin Booker whispering in his ear. I don't know why he posted that, but that's OD posting that right before the trade deadline. So
that's actually that's not that bad if he goes to.
You think so? Like the timing of it though, like
yeah.
And there's all this rumor. I mean, OG wants out, and so the thing with the Raptors, they said they wanted 3 first rounds for OG, and then they're saying the Knicks are willing to offer 3 first rounds.
But not for Donovan Mitchell. But not for Donovan.
Not for Donovan, no. For OG, 3 first rounds for OG. I'm thinking if Toronto did blow it up, I think they would take that trade from the Knicks, bro. I mean, if the Knicks put in RJ, if the Knicks give RJ up or IQ, because if you're Toronto, you want to blow it up, you're gonna want all those 3 first rounds, because those 3 first rounds with the Knicks are actually good, because the Knicks can implode at any time. It can be bad. So those 3 first are amazing, and then you add RJ or OG to,
and you're gonna want young assets in return for the guy. For those guys, especially if you're blowing it up.
You add RJ and IQ, or maybe RJ or in Q and Quentin Grimes with Scotty
or Obi Toppin.
Then you throw Fred VanVleet to the Suns, and they give you picks, or they give you somebody else. So they might be on the blow it up mode, bro.
Yeah. So let's just play hypothetical. So so the Knicks would throw RJ in for OG, but not Donovan fucking Mitchell.
That's what I'm.
We were talking about that, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the Knicks being the Knicks, bro. The Knicks being.
I fucking hate the NBA, bro. Like the shit just doesn't make sense, right? They wanna go all in for fucking OG and Anunoby, but Donovan Mitchell literally begging, "Yo, get me
to New York ASAP."
Like I shit you not.
Yes, only the Knicks would do something like that, bro. I don't know. They probably wouldn't give up. They'll try to probably, if Toronto did ask, like they would want a young player. So they'll probably either give up Quentin Grimes or Emmanuel quickly, because those are their 2 best like young guards.
Like Bones Highland is a first round pick. Fucking people asking mid players for first round picks. Like what are they doing?
They wanted Jared Vanderbilt first round pick, Malik Beasley first round pick.
Like like they're not that guy.
Hey, no, Chubbs, don't forget that Dorian Finney-Smith for a star player.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's not even go on what the Suns want for fucking Jay Crowder. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Well, like I said, this week you're gonna see a lot of teams start to lower their prices because the Hawks already lowered John Collins' price already. They're like, oh, forget the picks. We just want a quality
We just
guy.
want-
Like they're already lowering
We
the
want a
price.
quality guy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
once it gets to like 8th or 9th, once it gets close, that's when all the teams are like, all right, you might have to lower our expectations.
Bro, we really have to wait one more week. Are you kidding? I need it tomorrow. Like what?
Need tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm sad. Oh man.
Shout out to your mom's favorite. He said, lost for words. We got pissed on. Hope this is a wake up call to Sean. Having no front court support is going to screw us in the playoffs. No size. Yeah. Super chat. Shout out to Made in Brooklyn. He said, I'm sure I'm in the minority, but I can't wait for the trade deadline to pass. All the armchair GM stuff is pure mental damnation. None of these fans proposed trades ever happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm getting a little tired
Sadly,
of
it's
trade
true.
machines too, bro.
Yeah, especially those like wild ass 14 trades. Nobody really like. Why the fuck did you randomly select Utah in your 14 trade, knowing damn well he just wanted it to make the trade work? Like this shit makes no sense.
Do 14 trades even happen? No.
Never. Yet we always do 14 3-team trades. They never happen.
I'm tired of the trade machines. I don't want to see no more trade machines anymore, bro.
I just want the trade deadline to go by. It's okay if you want guys, but like don't put in a stupid trade machine and make me lose brain cells. Why? Why would you do that to me?
But AJ and Rage, the ones that piss me off the most is the ones where it's clearly that's never gonna happen, but then be like, this GM's too smart to do that though.
But this makes us look good. But what about the other team? Who cares about them? Because it makes us better.
Y'all realize trading has to work for both sides, right? Like if I give you something, I want something equal or near that value. Don't give me a fucking beat up Honda if I trade you a fucking Maserati. Don't do that.
Yo, I can't. Yeah, I'm done now. The trade machines, because like I said, I go on Twitter and I just post news and I'm out because I scroll my timeline and I see a whole bunch of bad trade machines and I'm like, oh my god, I can't deal with every single day. Every single day.
I promise. If I'm a team, I don't want Fritos for Doritos. I don't.
And y'all be doing trades where you get everything, yet every other team gets bullshit. Like if you trade, say we get all we want, but yet we only trade Cam, Patty, and Seth. But like, oh, this team needs a point guard. Yeah, not Seth. They need a quality point guard. Like, what the fuck?
Seth is a scorer. Seth has never been a point guard ever. Why would you ever put him in that situation? He should be that guy off the bench that will get you some points if you need him. That's all he should be. That's all he should be. He should never be starting against Jaylen Brown.
Like I'm saying, and there's some good mock trades out there, but it be the ones that's the 3-team, the one
4-team.
The
I saw a 5-team trade. I was like, what?
The one where you get everything and the team gets scraps. Like it just doesn't make sense.
People don't understand how unlikely 4 or 5-team trades are. Like even a 3-team trade, like those are very rare, yo. Like,
3-team trades usually happen for star players.
Yeah, 3-team trades are not like
not for fucking role player. Like, do you understand how stupid it is to do a 5-team trade and nobody's getting a star player?
I can't remember the last time there was a 5-team trade or a 4-team trade. I don't remember.
It was the James Harden trade, I believe. Like literally the
James 3-team.
It was the Pacers, the Cavs, the Nets, and the Rockets.
Yep, he's right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. And who was that too? That was like 4 years ago.
But that was for that was for a superstar. A superstar. That's for a Hall of Famer.
That was 3 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Those something rare, bro. Those are rare.
And when they put these dumbass 5-trade, 4-team trades, they're just doing it so they can just say trade successful. Y'all don't even know how the shit work for real. Y'all just doing it. Y'all don't even know how the shit work,
bro. They do it for the fact of, oh, this makes us better. Let's fuck over the other 3 teams.
Like, do y'all understand? Do y'all read what it says? Like, y'all be ignoring the win projections. Y'all be adding everything in the world, but should be like 2 wins. It works. Like the fuck. Yo,
You said okay, it might push this team down to a -10, but it made us a +7. Make it now. Do the trade. What are you doing, Sean?
like, oh my! Clearly, the trade machine said it's successful. What are you doing?
So it works. So
works.
both teams are gonna take it. Obviously, if it says successful, if you see that little green check mark, guys, let's celebrate. It will happen.
Jesus Christ!
So yeah, I got nothing else. We're gonna just move on, and Saturday's the next game versus the Wizards. Hopefully, we can just regroup.
Yeah,
Let me
hopefully
shout
we
out
score
to
20 points in the first quarter. This
yeah.
time.
Hopefully, we can score 20 in the
Jesus.
first quarter. Shout out to Mo. He said that Steve Nash starting 5 we had against Giants. Yeah, it was definitely a Steve-ish lineup he put out there. I was like, what are we doing?
Why are we down by 40 and you put in the starters? There's no point. There's no point. Why are you putting out Kyrie in the third quarter when we are losing
ran it back.
by
That's the scary
35
part.
points? It's over. The game is over. Why are you trying to hurt him? Why
That's
do
the
you want to
scary
hurt
part.
him? Why do you want to fuck us up even more by doing? You should have just started. You should have really rested Cam and not Cam, but Kyrie and Claxton today. You had no shot of winning this game. You had no shot. Even if we were actually playing somewhat decent, we still had no shot. We had no shot.
That's the scary part because it's like he ran the starting 5 back like it was a good 5. Like we were down 30, then he tries to go big, right? Then he takes out Cam Thomas and puts the starting lineup back in again. Then they hit a couple shots.
AJ, you know what's smart? Let's keep in Royce O'Neal. Let's keep in Royce O'Neal because he's been performing. You know he sucks.
He puts the same lineup again. He puts the starting lineup in again at halftime. I'm like, what?
You know what's true? We've all been at that point. We've all been in that position with Jock, right? We've all played the game where we getting our ass beat and we're like, fuck it. Something should work. You just start throwing, like you on COD, you start dying, you just throwing random bullshit to kill it. Hopefully it works. You start running around. Hopefully it fucking works. Like we got beat so bad, it's like, what the fuck? What would have worked? Who played good enough that could have impacted the game?
Yeah.
If we played Cam more and didn't pull him early, we might have lost by only 20. Like it's not
we would have only lost by 20.
Like I'm saying, it's like, yeah, Jock fucked up with the rotations, but it's like that type of ass whooping. It don't matter who you put in. That we were getting our ass beat regardless. we were getting.
Jock Vaughn may have not had a great performance. Obviously, he did a lot of questionable things that I can't ignore. But I mean, 0 total players had a good game today. Cam Thomas did well in the first half when he actually played, but of course, Jock Vaughn is smart and takes him out for Joe Harris.
Shout out! I won't let the haters, doubters slow me down. He said we need hoopers, man. No more wannabe specialists. So many times I see guys lost, got no idea what is going on, and guys don't know what shots to take. Guys don't know where the ball is. It's ridiculous. Shout out to I won't let the haters. That's all facts, bro. Yeah, just ask y'all questions because we're done. I got nothing else on this game. So just put at AJ in the chat. We'll answer any questions y'all got, and then we'll be out of here.
We said everything. All of our takeaways. We can all agree. We stunk, and we need to make moves. That's it. We stunk today. We need to make moves.
As simple as that, right? Everybody's gonna look at.
It's
gonna
honestly
click on his YouTube and they're gonna be
shit,
like, wonder what they said.
There's shit to break down.
Yeah,
like we all talked about. It still comes down to this team sucks, and we need to make moves. That's what it came down to today.
Yeah, I got nothing else, man. I'm drained. Like I can't even. I'm drained. Shout out to D Monster. He said the problem is we should have kept the same roster when Katie and Kyrie first got here. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I do miss the guys, the OGs, the Spencer, the Karras.
Nah, honestly, me personally, AJ, I miss the guy who is 6'10", isn't as fast as shit, and doesn't go to the paint. That's who I miss.
There it is again.
No, actually,
you know what?
I miss more about the 6'10" demigod is that he gives the ball to Royce O'Neal and he says, "Let him cook," because he can do it. He's not a 6'10". How are you 6'10", 240, stronger and faster than everybody, and you're still playing like a bitch? You're playing like a bitch.
Man,
it's bad. It's unbelievable. You are getting paid $35 million a year. You are already mentioned all the athletic upgrades you have over everybody else, and yet you still stink. You
Oh,
stink, man.
Shout
We've
out to-
seen you do fine, but what does he do when he has fans chanting "Fuck you, Ben Simmons"? He says, "I'm gonna sit this one out."
Yo, shout out to
Your
Christian
fans
Block.
are booing. Your fans are booing you, and you're like 0 points is good enough. They're gonna root me on because I'm scoring
said,
0 points.
I'm gonna
0
sit this one
points.
out.
How do you score 0 points against the Detroit Pistons? You scored 0 against the Boston Celtics. You had Luke Cornett playing on defense, and you said, "I'm gonna sit this one out."
Now you know what's crazy? How you get hit in the face and you say your knee hurt? How the fuck that happened?
He said Ben could be a 6'10" Rondo. Yo, that's fact. He could be a 6'10" Rondo if he really focused. Christian Blocker, shout out to you, bro. He said Nas Reed playing like he don't want to be traded. We're going to have to overpay, aren't we? It's tougher with the Minnesota Timberwolves because basically they're saying now that Nas Reed is off the table. I don't know if that's a kind of thing to shake up the market to make people pay more, or that's
they're up
true.
in the price. They're up in the price
Because he's like, bro, you can't. Then we know, and they know we can't pay. You know, Skip Bayless. You know, and I know. You know, and I know.
You know it, and I know it.
In the end,
you
know, and I know.
There's
In
no
the end,
way.
you know it, and I know it. Ben Simmons is just not that guy. He is ass and needs to be
All right.
traded.
In the end, we know the Minnesota Timberwolves cannot pay Nas Reed. They know they can't pay him. They got Rudy Gobert on a contract. Unless they want to give up on Anthony Edwards, they got to give Anthony Edwards the bag. They got Cat on contract. Like they got Luka Garza. He's another big that's on the bench. You know what I'm saying? They got so many guys they got to pay. They're not paying Nas Reed. Y'all know you're not paying Nas Reed unless they're gonna go over to luxury. And luxury is gonna be. They got D'Lo. D'Lo's what, $25 million. So that's D'Lo, Cat, Rudy, and you got to pay Anthony Edwards. So it's like, what are they doing?
Bro, someone said in the comments, "Yo, Royce is 6'5" or 6'6", and he's getting killed by everyone who is 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", and 6'10", and 6'11" and 7 foot.
Yeah,
he's getting killed by everybody, and maybe even 5'11", 6 foot.
Shout out to Mo. He said we had a small lineup and then went even smaller with bringing in Patty. LOL. We have to remember he was on Nash's coaching staff agreeing with small ball. Yeah, was facts. I saw. Yeah, Patty tonight was. I don't know what the point of that was. Con said Ben Simmons for JP and JT. Straight up thoughts. Don't do that. Don't do that, Con. Don't do that, man. Don't troll us like that.
Honestly, I kind of like that trade because if it says as AJ and Chubbs and we both know, all three of us know that if it says trade successful, it will work.
It will work.
Oh yeah, it's gonna work. They're gonna say yes.
Yo, Con, you put that in the trade machine, it's gonna say trade successful, bro. Watch. It's gonna say
and that's how you know Conch is a demon because it works. It'll work IRL because it works for both teams.
Yo, you guys are hilarious, yo. Shout out to TK Sniper. He said, "Should we trade Ben Simmons?"
We're not going to.
Yeah, what's your
So
thoughts on that?
I'm done. There's no point of talking about trading him when it's not going to happen. There's no point. We just got to talk about what he's going to do for us. That's it, because he's not going to get traded. Everyone has to stop that bullshit. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop that.
Yeah.
Now let's be honest. Mark's not might do shit, jack shit. We might have the same fucking.
I don't even trust Marks to flip Ben. I don't trust him to do that. Even if he could. Even if there was a chance, but I don't think we're gonna flip Ben in 7 days. I don't see
like,
especially when the best you're gonna get is my boy Ish Wainwright.
Yo, he said my boy too. I hate you. Oh man, yeah. Shout out to Kevin Durant. It was good, Kevin Durant. I really won't be shocked if we don't make any moves this year. I won't be shocked either.
Yep.
And
he'll be like, "Yo, KD came back. That is the equivalent of a major trade being made."
Yeah,
so
I won't be shocked.
I'm gonna stay still and be the amazing GM that I am.
Yeah, I won't be shocked either. I mean, everybody's expectations. Y'all should keep your expectations low. I mean, we're expecting a trade. But don't expect if nothing happens, be prepared. Be prepared for the riots.
All I gotta say is expect the worst, so you can't possibly be disappointed.
Exactly.
Expect the worst. Expect the worst, because if you do that with the Nets, you're usually going to just. It's usually you're eventually, if you get your hopes up, you're gonna be disappointed.
This happened to me twice on the stream, bro.
Never forget, hey AJ. Never forget when we were at the end of our seats, streaming till 1 a.m. talking about, oh my God, we might trade Spencer Dinwiddie, and what do? Second round pick.
That's what I'm saying.
Who the fuck is Chandler Hutchinson?
this happened to me twice, waiting for Sean to do something, and I got so disappointed. I was just like, it ruined my heart. Yo, I was pissed. I almost punched a hole in my wall.
I looked at my phone for 1 second and I'm like, oh, shout out Sean Marks. He fleeced the Wizards. That was a good trade. Fleeced them. Let's go, Sean. Let's go.
Fleece the Wizards. TPEs.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
TPEs.
Now looking back at it, how the fuck did you not get anything from that trade?
Bro,
How?
Chubbs. He
Nah,
starts
that's really
on the
tough.
Mavericks. He starts on the Mavericks. He starts. He's a
A
starter.
guy that's how?
Spencer's killing right now too, yo.
A fucking TPE?
TPEs. TPE for Spence. Yo, that's
What the
crazy.
fuck? So I'm saying, because I know at that time, I believe I said I didn't want Kuzma, but even then, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, honestly, no, bro. I don't understand why people are on Sean Marks' head because that was a good trade for the TPE because we use our TPEs. We use them. What do we do right, bro? What do we do? What do we do besides we got KD and Kyrie. We got KD and Kyrie. We did that Harden trade, and although but we did that Harden trade, and even though we could have gotten a little bit better, so you don't have to play only 7 guys in the playoffs, only 7 guys of a rotation that are at least a little competent. You didn't even have a center, but you know what you said? You know what? You're like, let's just keep it how it is and let's not get better because I already done so much with that James Harden trade. And I can get guys in the buyout market who will sign for $1 million.
Yo, no cap. Like, if we do nothing, and Sean Marks holds a fucking press conference, if I even hear a utter of the word Kevin Durant is our acquisition, I'm gonna it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Don't even mention Kevin Durant, Sean. Don't even go. Because if you do,
If he tries to spin saying getting Ben Simmons and KD back healthy is our acquisition, when we literally saw a 30-game sample size, and top of that, we know what our weaknesses are, and you did nothing. Don't try to play like we fucking dumb. We know what fucking time it is. Don't try to play like I see it coming from the mile away. He's gonna be, well, you know, we've been dealt the bad hand. We've been injured all year, even though we played 30 games. You know, I think KD's our biggest acquisition, and we got a perfect roster.
If he does that and he's at the press conference, he's gonna have to watch out for the snipers because people will not be happy. Everybody won't.
Yeah, I'm done, man. I got nothing else for this game.
Julian, let's go.
How about that?
You got
game?
anything to say, bro? I'm done.
I don't even really want to say nothing like that, bro. Be real. I just came to really show some support at the end, but
Yeah, bro. Yeah, this shit was bad.
all I want to say is, bro, that's some fluke ass shit, bro.
This game don't count.
It don't count. Cause they turned the sliders up, bro. They went in the settings and turned the sliders up, bro.
Hey, Julian, you know you gotta love it when 7 for 12 from Tatum and 7 for 12 from Jaylen Brown. You gotta love them. You gotta love them scoring 78 points off of 3-pointers.
I fucking hate them. I hope when they walk down the steps they miss a step and fall down that bitch. Fuck them.
I hate the Celtics. I hate the fucking Celtics.
Hitting.
Oh my
stupid
god,
ass
can we
shit,
beat
bro.
this team once? Can we please just win once? I hate this team.
That's the worst part about the KD injury. Like for me, like losing to Detroit is really tough, and like losing the first 4 games was really tough. But the real travesty is we couldn't see during the 13-game streak, like which is I would say our peak since we've been here. You know, yeah, you don't get to see what that looks like against the Celtics, and we only have 1 game against them, and that's the real sad part about it.
I might say that before you got here. There, so we never saw Kyrie band and KD versus the Celtics yet.
TJ and
TJ,
how we were playing before, you know, like you just didn't get to see it, and we have 1 more game left at least. But that's the real sad part about it, like not losing to Detroit, not anything like that. Like that's the real sad part about it.
How do you lose to Detroit though? And our MVP scored 0 points. 0 points. MVP.
You talking about Big Ben?
Big Ben, BBL
You
Ben.
talking about
Yes, sir.
BBL Ben? WBBL Ben. Yes, sir.
He scored points against the worst team in the NBA. He did. 0
long
points
you-
against the worst team in the NBA. That was beautiful. You scored 0 points in the first half against the 76ers. You scored 0 points against the Celtics. What did you do? Nothing. You passed the ball. Congratulations, you passed the ball.
AJ, what you got going on with your soundboard, bro?
Yo, man, this shit pissed me off, man.
Damn. That's
Damn,
crazy.
Celtics, man.
Hey, you know what Ben
Fluke.
Simmons did, right? When Ben Simmons started when he stopped the fouls, he said, I'll stop the fouls, but I'll give you 0. I will give you 0 points. I will give you 2 fouls, and I will give you 0 points.
It can't be something for nothing. It can't be something for nothing. It got to be a compromise. I can't not give you fouls and then give you points. I can't not give you fouls and then give you points at the same time. It got to be a compromise. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
You're either getting 5 fouls. You're either getting 5 fouls in a nice little 3-minute quarter from me, or you're getting 0 points and 2 fouls. 0 points.
0
Oh
points.
my god, yo, I can't.
6'10", 240-pound, stronger and faster than everybody human being scored 0 points against
Like,
Luke
but my
Cornett.
thing is,
What is wrong with you?
But my thing is, don't ask me to not foul out of the game, and then at the same time ask for above 5 points. That's lame as fuck. Don't do that. It's one or the other.
I forgot 5 points at 6'10", 240 is hard to do. WBBL Ben.
Y'all think Ben's playing on Saturday?
Fuck,
No.
man.
No.
At this point,
Nah, he will.
How about we fucking just don't go down 44-14? How about that?
Who
That's the
playing
Wizards,
this game?
man. The Wizards not gonna do that to us.
The
I
Wizards.
hope they don't.
Bro, they said I've never even seen Pete Golden State do that to somebody.
Yo, you know what's the crazy part is? We beat the 2 teams that beat them.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
beat Golden State
That's
and we beat the Knicks.
That styles make fights. It's a matchup thing.
We beat the Golden State Warriors and the Knicks.
And technically, I mean, we don't have
And the
KD.
Celtics just lost to both those teams.
Exactly. That's it, bro. They're a good matchup, bro. And obviously, we don't have KD and stuff like that. But I don't know, bro. Like didn't they set initially, like when the first quarter ended? I thought of the 2017 finals where I think it was game 4, game 3 when Cleveland had 50 in the first quarter. But I think they broke that. I think they had 51.
Julian, I'm gonna be honest. There's no playoff game where a team was down 44-14 in the first quarter. There's no game in playoff history where the game is basically decided in the first 10 minutes.
No, in that game it was.
That's just wild to me. How the fuck do you go down 44-14?
No, I think JV he ain't really do anybody no favors in the first quarter. When I seen that lineup, I was like, oh yeah, pack it up, time to go. Get your book bag, get your bag, pack your bags. It's time to leave, bro. Let's go.
I wanna mention tonight Naz Reid had 24 and 13.
W.
He shot 2 straight from 3, and he shot
The Wolves are gonna be like, we want 2 firsts for Nas.
10 for 22 from the field.
Jeez.
And 4 assists.
Damn, Nas went crazy.
And let me say this because this needs to be said. Don't let fucking Yuta Watanabe, Cam Thomas, don't let any of our young guys get in the way of genuinely improving this fucking roster. I'll say this. I'm saying this once. Like, if it genuinely upgrades the roster, I'll pack up any of those people. I love Yuta, I love Cam, but if it generally upgrades the roster,
Just those 2.
Well, obviously Dayron, obviously like obviously any of the young guys, or like the fan favorites among the fan base. If a team says, "Yo, I want him," all right. Like obviously,
Toxic.
Nobody's off the table for you.
Besides Kyrie and KD,
oh, yeah,
nobody's off the. Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, Seth Curry,
We need Ben.
Markieff Morris, Utah, Dayron, Patty, Edmund Sumner, Cam Thomas are all tradable. All of them are tradable.
For the right price, they can get the fuck out. And that's with all due respect.
Somebody said Utah's 28. He's not young.
Damn,
that's kind of young. Damn, he look younger than that.
I mean, he's young.
I was like 25.
Well, I guess y'all talking about like basketball world. I guess y'all.
yeah,
Right?
basketball. But even if 28 is kind of crazy.
AJ, you would say that because you an old ass man. You 30. So that's why
I'm not 30 yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, we out of here. I'm out.
let's slide. Nothing to talk about. Fuck Celtics, bitch ass team. That's why I hate the 3-point era, bro. Do something different. You know, y'all just spamming, bro. Bro, they were spamming tonight, bro. That was crazy, bro. First quarter, 44-14 is just so disgraceful, bro. I think I might. Y'all remember when Chubbs was taking sabbaticals last year, and he would just kind of have to take like a week off. I might have to do that, bro, because the game hurt my feelings.
Be careful, Julian. You might be called a fake fan, or you're doing too much. Like, now I remember I did that. People were mad. I'm like, yo, why? Like, it just made no sense. And then we got swept, and people were like, oh, that's why you did that. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Nah, 'cause people were like, oh, nah, you a fake fan for doing that. Da da da. Oh my God, you're so overreaction. Literally in the playoffs, we get fucking swept.
Trolley, y'all.
The Celtics to the Celtics fans are in here.
Y'all got clapped by the Knicks. Fuck y'all. Y'all trash as
Celtics
fuck.
fans
Let's
is
go.
in here
Let's
now.
go.
Oh,
Fluke shit. Let's
Here
go.
we go.
Mainstream.
He subscribed just because, yo.
Y'all got clapped by the Knicks. Could never be us. Even without KD, could never be us. One of the worst teams in the league. It just couldn't. Didn't y'all lose to Orlando 3 times? End of stream. Fuck them. Y'all got lucky tonight. It's some fluke shit. Let's go.
Yeah, y'all. Yo, he just. Julian went off. Yeah, we out. All right.
Lose to Orlando.
Last words. Anybody's up for the table except for like KD, Kyrie, and Clax or some shit. I don't know. Other than that, everybody else's game. Like those three: Clax, KD, Kyrie. Everybody else can get the fuck for the right price.
Except Ben.
Except Ben, because he scores 0 points. So
I will personally drive Ben to whatever trade destination. Fuck
road trip. Or get rent an RV. Get a little U-Haul.
No, he can get in the back seat and not say nothing for the trip. How about that?
It's toxic,
bro.
And you better not say, "Yo, can play some." Shut up. We ride in silence.
Ben look like the type he in the back, and it's an awkward silence. And he like, can you put Drake on?
Like
he loves Drake.
He do look like that.
He look like he loves Drake. Can you put that Drake on?
Somebody said drive Ben across the ocean. That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
So last words. Royce stinks. Joe Harris stinks. Seth Curry can't play defense. Fuck Jaylen Brown. Fuck Jason Tatum. I hate everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah. You want last words, Julian?
Hey, bro, look. Let's just get it. We can move past this. Let's just get a dub next game. And when's All-Star weekend?
Was it the 21st?
The 21st? I thought it was sooner than that.
Or is it sooner?
The trade All-Star break sooner than the fucking All-Star break.
Yeah. Trade deadline is on next Thursday.
Thursday. Be prepared to stare at your phone and be like, huh, are we going to trade? Nope. It's 3 p.m. and guess what? 0 moves. Love to see it.
See, here's what y'all want to
do.
Somebody
said 19th is the All-Star game.
19th. I'm about to say I thought it was a little bit sooner than that. 19th. But
so that weekend is the 18th, 17th is Friday, 18th Saturday, 19th Sunday. Yeah.
Bro, how come? Why are they making teams play on the trade deadline?
That's crazy.
We play the Bulls on the trade deadline, and I hate the Bulls, and we're gonna lose to the Bulls because we can't beat that team. I hope we win. And I hope we make good moves, and I hope we win every game. Right? I hope everybody succeeds. I hope we just win the championship. That's all I want. Nothing I want more than this team to succeed and everybody on this team to succeed. But we can't beat the Bulls. I hate the Bulls. Why can we not beat the Bulls? That we play the Bulls on the 9th. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 games until the trade deadline, and that 4th game is on the trade deadline.
But the trade deadline is on the 9th.
And our last game before the All-Star break is the
3 p.m.
15th, and then we have a 9-day break until the 24th. And then we play the Bulls again.
Well, here's what we do, right? Okay, look. Let's just move past this. It's a very humiliating game at the end of the day. It happens to it happens to everybody. I mean, the Celtics lost to Orlando 3 times. They're not new to being humiliated. No team is new to being humiliated. These things happen. Let's just move past it. Let's get a dub next game, right? The objective for right now is to still survive till KD comes back. The season is not over. We're not dead in the water yet, right? We know how we look at peak strength, right? So let's just keep focused on that goal and just hope that we can still get wins, right? So I think next game is good for us. I think we win that game. And everybody, I don't know who's religious. I'm not very religious, but you got to do something. You got to bow your head and pray that Sean Marks makes moves on the 9th. you gotta do something. I don't care what you do. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you know. Everybody needs to pray, bro, that Sean Marks makes moves on the night so we can be good, bro.
I pray Sean Marks gets itching powder on his bed and he just itchy all the fucking time.
He was there in Boston tonight. I know that.
He was.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? He's gonna see that and not do a fucking thing about it.
You know what he was saying, right? Leaked audio. Sean Marks said, "Just wait till Katie comes back."
I could picture him saying,
"Just wait till my fellow Aussie scores 0 points. Just wait for the 0 point masterclass. 0 points. You gotta love 0 points, right? 0, not one singular point. He didn't even get fouled. He didn't do anything. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna score 0 points." You gotta love that he scored as much points as me.
You know what? I hope Maya don't bring that fucking ring back. Fuck him. Fuck. How about that?
And Cypher just said that what Katie should be back by the 9th or around then. So that's even more beautiful. We have things to look forward to. Right?
Especially after an 80-point loss. Especially after an 80-point loss.
Bro, I'll put it on everything. Sean Marks gonna make a move. He gonna do something. Watch it.
I mean, we also did predict a Nets W tonight, and guess what happened?
You know, we predicted a Nets W, but that's because they turned the sliders up, bro. Like that's not really that was out of everybody's.
What they did, Julian, was they cheated. They cheated, and that's not allowed. You can't do that.
I don't care what nobody say. That shit is. They don't never play like that, bro. So that shit don't count.
But they always do against us. What are you talking about? Always.
They hoop against us, but like 50 in the first quarter and setting like an all-time record. No, that's fake.
But you gotta love losing. You gotta love when OKC puts 150 on them. They lose to the Magic 3 times, but we can't even do anything against that.
Humiliating trash. They're weak. Let's get up out of here, bro. Trash ass team, bitch ass team.
Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. That's Kingdom 711. Rage is going crazy on TikTok. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. If you have a TikTok, type in Nets Kingdom. DJ Chubbs on SoundCloud. Make sure you type in Nets Kingdom Radio on SoundCloud. Also, merch is up. You know what I'm saying? Merch is up. Merch is up.
Get it now. Get it now. The shit is fire. That shit is fire.
There might be some new Kyrie merch dropping soon. So
be on the lookout. And you know what? If you want to know about it as quick as possible, you want to know about the merch, turn on post noties for Nets Kingdom AJ on Twitter.
Yeah, post noties on Twitter. And all our Twitters are at the bottom. All our Twitters, Julian, Chubbs, Rage, Saint. Make sure you follow Saint on Twitter. All our Twitters are at the bottom.
I heard them Celtics jerseys smell like ass. That's what I heard.
Yo, chill.
I heard they smell bad. That's what I heard.
Is that bad?
I heard that the jerseys just come with an odor. That's what I heard. That's what they told me.
Yeah, they have an ugly logo too. I hate them. Fuck the Celtics. They have an ugly logo too.
I heard Celtics jerseys, they give you rashes if you wear them too long. With like if you wore them with like no shirt underneath. That's what I heard. Though I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yo, we out of here, man. Appreciate you guys again, man. I hate Boston, and I have everything Boston. Just I hate you guys.
Burn it, drop a nuke on it, kill it.
Yeah. Everything Boston is just disgusting. Disgusting.
That's why Tom Brady.
Man, I fell down to my knees.
What happened?
I said that's why Tom Brady left y'all bitch ass. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why Tom Brady retired and he left y'all.
Yeah.
Last year, at the end of last year, you guys were on the same page.
Yeah, we have our whole team.
Some guys were hurt.
Yeah, we have our whole team in the playoffs.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
I beg your pardon.